Hello, my music-obsessed friends. We're all in the same boat, right? Back on this Tuesday, last day of July, I have a lot to show you, so I'm not gonna be busy and chit-chat at the beginning here. Chris is supposed to be joining me, but he still hasn't listened to his records yet. He only has 2 to show. He might join me towards the end of this video because he said he's gonna listen to them real quick. We'll see if that happens. But we have a question to answer as well from one of my subscribers. At least I think he's subscribed. So we'll try to do that together here towards the end of this video. But I have some VCLT to show, I have some records to show, and I have some CDs to show. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with the CDs. I went to a garage sale with my mom last Friday. It was like at a church garage sale, and the CDs were I think 50 cents a piece, and I found some good ones here. The first one's Frank Sinatra and Sextet live in Paris. This is really good. It's from 1962, the recording is. Really enjoy that. The next one is a Christmas album. Of course I had to pick this up because it's Christmas with the Rat Pack. You guys know I like these crooners, so it's got a pretty good track listing there in the back. Look at all that. Yes. And then to wrap it up with the crooners, I've got the Essential Dean Martin, Dino. And it's got 30 tracks on that. That was very nice. I can't resist. And then I went to my local record store and, ooh, no, here's one more from that garage sale, sorry. It's the Cranberries. Everybody else is doing it, so why can't we? I didn't have this on any format. There's no case with it. But, you know, it's their well-known one with Dreams. I like Sunday a lot. Linger. Just fantastic. Alright, and then these two I got from my local record store for $3.99 each. The first one is Black Tambourine, the complete recordings. There's only 10 tracks on this, but this was like a twee band, which is kind of, I don't know how to describe it. They're a noise pop or a dream pop type band with a female singer. Oh, I forget her name. Is it Pam Moore or something like that? But it's a really good listen, kind of shoegaze-ish, influenced by Jesus and the Mary Chain. These are the recordings from 1989 to 1991, so very, very good listen there. Now what I'm playing in the background is another CD I found from the All Outlaws. Oops, I got stuff falling over here. I showed their first album, which is just self-titled. I showed that a couple months ago. Really good 60s throwback band, a modern band. You know, Bird's influences, kind of surf-ish in there. But I think this is their most recent album called Calico Review. And this is the first time I'm listening to it, so I try to turn it down enough so I don't get dinged. You know, YouTube on their policies. But this was $3.99 as well, and this came out in 2016. So I was happy to find that. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to the vinyl. Now, I've gotten quite a bit of vinyl in the last month. I'm still working through a pretty big stack. But the first few I'm going to show you are from someone I met up with last Wednesday, and I got a really good deal for these. I paid $20 cash, and then I traded in my Charlie Bliss LP because it's just one I didn't find myself listening to it that much. So I got these albums that I'm going to show you in return. I told him about my YouTube channel, so if you're watching, hello Joshua, and thank you very much. I'm enjoying these. So the first one is the Turtles Greatest Hits, Happy Together Again. And I showed this on Instagram. If you follow me, you've already seen this, but it is a gatefold 2 LP set, and I really like the Turtles. They're just one of those kind of an overlooked 60s pop band, but obviously their hits, Eleanor, Happy Together, but there's so many good songs on here. Check out their other stuff if you haven't heard beyond their hits. The next one, very excited about this, Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet. This is a very bluesy album. Well, actually, you know, a little bit of country too in there. Of course, the famous songs on here, Sympathy for the Devil, Street Fighting Man. I love Salt of the Earth and Jigsaw Puzzle as well. Just a really good listen. You guys know this. I'm not going to say too much about it, but very nice to get this. And then I'm very happy to have this now finally in my vinyl collection, even though I have the CD. It's Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. Once again, I don't have to say much about this either. The label, sorry. This is Reprise and the gatefold. I'm a huge Neil Young fan, so I'm not going to say much about this because it has Cinnamon Girl, Down by the River, Cowgirl in the Sand. Great album. Sorry, I forgot to show you the label on the Rolling Stones. It is London Stereophonic. And I hear Scampy, so he might be coming in here. Alright, the next one. This is my favorite out of the whole stack. Super ecstatic to have this now. The Damned, Strawberries, which I don't know, it may be my favorite album from them. I'm still trying to decide what my favorite album from them is, but this is from 1982. It's a UK pressing, and Bronze Records Limited. Anyway, this album, you know, they're kind of experimenting with different styles. You got, well, Ignite, it's just a pure punk song, but you know, you've got some psych influences in there, pop, a little bit of goth, which is the direction they were going at this time. So The Damned, one of my favorite punk bands, and thrilled to have that. Wow. And then he threw in this, which was super generous, and I haven't listened to this yet. It's brand new, it's sealed. It's a Chuck Reagan live record, and Chuck Reagan was in a band called Hot Water Music, I believe. So this is like a folkish punk a little bit. I think this is all acoustic. Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet, but live at Hot, I can't even say that, you guys. So I'm sure that'll be a good listen. Thank you again, Joshua. Alright, I'm only going to show a few more. Anyway, these ones I have listened to. The next two are Beach Boys, and I got them off one of the Facebook selling groups. So I had to have Endless Summer because it's like a perfect Beach Boys compilation. The gatefold. Yeah, double LP. It's the label. Capital. I'm sure you guys know it. Alright, I'm really getting into Linda Ronstadt lately, so I wanted to get one of her early albums with her first band, the Stone Ponies. Yeah. This I got for like $4, and it's in like excellent shape. The label is Capital. Anyway, I hadn't heard this before. I was pretty blown away after I listened to it. If I had to compare it to another group from that time, maybe the Mamas and the Papas, but still kind of their own sound. Linda Ronstadt, I mean, I have 2 more albums to show you guys in the next video. I'm just not ready yet. Alright, and the next one I got from my local record store. I had them hold it for me, but they got this in. I've been wanting this. It's Stevie Nicks Rarities 1981 to 1983. Of course, it's still in the shrink. It was $16.99, and it's a record store day release from, I think, last year. So it's got like 6 tracks on it, and because it has 6 tracks on it, the sound quality, you know, it's a 12-inch, so the sound quality is just epic, just stellar. I love this. I'm so glad they got that in there. Alright, we're going on to VCLT next. So I got some VCLT from Trish, DJ Trish. Once again, this is my second package from her. Pretty shocked she sent me something else so soon. So she said, "Hi Hannah, long time no hear. How are you? Here's some 45s in mint condition I thought you might enjoy. I hope you are well. CD mixes to follow soon, and more stickers too." So I'll show you guys the stickers that she threw in here. We got blazing visuals. We've got, I like this one, Bayhead, New Jersey. Look at that, that's a really cool one. Here's another Bayhead with the dog. And then she put her card in there once again. And I will put a link down below in the description box so you can check out her channel. Bayhead Cheese Shop. Oop, I just dropped it. And then Pliables. And then Beach House, Bayhead, New Jersey. So thank you for the stickers. And then the 45s. I got these last week, I just haven't been able to film a video until now. So the first one is Brooke Benton, Tender Years, My True Confession. And some of these I haven't heard. So Mercury, nice label, perfect condition like she said. The next one, The Drifters. It is on Atlantic. I'll Take You Where the Music's Playing. It's on that side. And then Far From the Maddening Crowd. I'm trying to hurry up, you guys. This is going to probably be a long video. Alright, the next, we've got Jackie Wilson, You Better Know It, and then Never Go Away, Brunswick. Alright, the next one, Gene Pitney, Princess in Rags, and then Amore Mio. Cool. Musicor Records. There's so many in here, Trish. Thank you. And Jackie Wilson, Danny Boy, Brunswick again. And then Soul Time. Wow. That's a lot, Trish. I can't wait to listen to these. Thank you so very much. I really need to send you something because now you've sent me 2 packages. Thumbs up. Thank you. You're so generous. You spoil a lot of people in the VC, me included. Thank you. It is appreciated. And then next, I got a package today at the post office from Linda Legg or Andre. I did break the seal on the top, but I haven't opened it. But look, it has the signature Linda Legg cheesecake photo there on the front. That is great. So yeah, I did break the seal on the top just to make this go a little quicker, and I noticed it has a ton of packing peanuts on the top here. So I'm just gonna see what's inside. Ooh, there's something in a big thing of bubble wrap here. I'm gonna make a mess here with all the peanuts. Okay, there's pretty, let's see. Ooh, there's a bunch of cassettes in here. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, I can see some of them. Looks to be some 90s stuff. Alright, let's just do one at a time here. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Beck Mellow Gold. I don't think I can find my CD anywhere, so it's nice to have this again. Beck's first, it's either his first or second album, the one with Loser. So good. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So Andre and I really like 90s music, so I think that's kind of where we connect here on in the VC. Dog's Eye View, I'm trying to think. Happy Nowhere. This looks familiar, this sounds familiar. Maybe Everything Falls Apart, was that the song that I'm thinking of? Or Small Wonders? I've probably heard of them, I gotta give that a listen. Ooh, I had this on CD and I no longer have it. This was one of my favorites from the 90s as well. Stabbing Westward, Darkest Days. So what's on here? Everything I Touch, Save Yourself, Haunting Me. Oh my gosh, this one is so good. Oh, I love this one. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, yep, I had this on CD as well. The Verve Pipe Villains. This is taking me back to high school because I was in high school starting in 97. So a lot of these were from that time. This is nostalgia road for me right now. Verve Pipe. Of course, the song The Freshman. Ooh, Matchbox 20, Yourself or Someone Like You, which I played the heck out of this CD too. Very nice. This is a very well-known album. You guys know it. There's even more. Oh my gosh, there's so many 90s cassettes in here. Andre, this is crazy. Look, there's this many more. Wow. Oh my gosh. Toe the Wet Sprocket, no way. Okay. Toe the Wet Sprocket are one of my favorite bands of the 90s. I think I have all of their CDs in the back. This one included. This is Sphere, so it's nice to have this on cassette as well. Walk on the Ocean, Nightingale Song, Hold Her Down. All I Want, I mean, oh, and these, I Will Not Take These Things for Granted. This is a classic right here. Wow. So many good songs. Sweet. Oh, yep. This is taking me back too because I had this on CD. Everclear is So Much for the Afterglow. I think Father of Mine's on here. Yep, Father of Mine, I Will Buy You a New Life. Everything to Everyone, this is another great one. Oh, I'm so excited. This is awesome because the CDs that I had of these are long gone. Ooh, another good one, Sarah McLachlan's Surfacing. Such a beautiful voice. Building a Mystery, Sweet Surrender. Angel, yeah. Oh, this is nice to have. Wow. This is so cool. Lush, are you kidding me? Love Life. I was just talking about them with another VC member in my comments. I don't remember who, but look, now I have Love Life on cassette. They were such an awesome band. I love the singer, Mickey Barini, or I forget her name. Wow, this is nice to have. This is from, I think it's from 96. Keeps going here. Matthew Sweet's Girlfriend. Dude, you're like hitting the nail on the head here with what I like. Probably his most well-known album, this and 100% Fun. You've got Divine Intervention on here. I've Been Waiting. I've Been Waiting is probably in my top favorite 3 songs of his, if not my favorite. Girlfriend, of course, is on here. Evangeline. You Don't Love Me. Wow. This is so good, you guys. Power Pop. I mean, I just talked about Matthew Sweet in my last video, so very awesome. Oh, I remember this one too. Everlast, Whitey Ford Sings the Blues. What's the song that's from? What It's Like. Yeah. I don't know if I know anything else from here. So, sorry, I need to hold it up so you guys can see it first. That is so awesome. Andre, thank you, man. I need to send you something soon. This is a very, very generous package. Trish, too. Thank you both. Thank you to... Oh, the CD's done playing. It seems like that was a short CD. But, you guys, thank you so much. I'm going to try to get Chris down here so we can film part 2 of this video. Where we talk about how we first met, and he's going to show 2 albums he got as well. So I will be back. Hey everyone, look who's finally back. Look who finally listened to his records.
I did. We went shopping at our favorite record store, and I picked up, these were both relatively inexpensive. I think they were $8 each. This was it's a audiophile. It's called is a audiophile. It was some British tracks. Got a cool fold out, and in this they really talk about, they go into a lot of in-depth information. There we go. A lot of in-depth information on how they got this high-quality recording off these tracks. But the reason I picked this up was mainly because, let's see if I can pull this back. Oop, there we go. Maybe. I don't know if you can see it. Wild Thing by the Trogs, and so that's the reason I got this. And it's got Jerry and the Pacemakers, Bo and the Brummels, Freddie and the Dreamers on here, but the one I really picked it up for was Wild Thing, the Trogs. And I was also I was geeking out because it was talking about how it made the record, and it was like the pressing for the Lab series has been developed by CBS Records, 100% virgin vinyl. So it went in a lot in depth about the technical process on it. So I was kind of interested in that too, honestly. But the reason I picked it up, it was really inexpensive. It was maybe even less than $8. Maybe I think it was like $6. It was a Wild Thing, the Trogs, with the original release back in 1966.
All right, next.
Next is a tribute to Monk and Bird or Charles Parker. This album, there we go. Picked this one up. It was really expensive too, and it's a two record set. I'd like to have another Thelonious Monk album, and so I picked this one up. It's also pretty cool. These weren't necessarily popular recordings unless you were really into jazz music or you're really into music and the technicality of music, if that's a word. And so these recordings, people would have them they have them recorded on tape, but there wasn't a good source for them. What happened here was they took all these recordings from Charles Parker and Thelonious Monk that people were listening to and was influencing music at the time, and then just put it on this 2-record set. So the whole record's like this, and it's real creative music. It reminds me of, like, today it would be like if you went to an acid jazz band or something that you go listen to. But I love listening to the drums solos in particular that are going on in this music. But it's definitely, you have to be in the mood.
It's an acquired taste. There's no order to it. I like the verse, chorus, verse format to music, and this is just kind of all over the place. In fact, it reminds me of Jeff Kempen when you listen to the Captain Beefheart album, Trout Mask Replica. That's kind of how I felt listening to this. It was everywhere, and it was crazy, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, it is a little bit crazy. So but these guys, they spearheaded some of doing this and actually just having these songs recorded somewhere. I thought it was kind of neat. So just kind of an interesting record too. I guess technically, like, the music is not something I'll listen to over and over again, but definitely as sort of a tribute to these folks. And also just when I hear music and I hear like a drum riff or something, it's kind of neat being able to go back to this and say, okay, was that influenced by these guys? And that's where all the inspiration's coming from.
Cool.
Remix.
So those were the 2 albums he bought. When did we go there? A couple weeks ago?
I think last week. It wasn't a couple weeks ago.
Okay, last week. Anyway, next thing, because this video is going to be very long. So one of my subs asked that we answer a question, how we first met. And I think he asked that question 2 times on 2 separate videos, and I just never got to it. So finally going to answer it.
So I was at Goodwill picking up a new a new suit for work, and I went and bought a polyester blue suit, and Hannah saw me doing this, and she was also buying something at Goodwill, and she was also buying something in baby blue polyester, and from that. And then once we saw each other in the middle of Goodwill, it
was love at first sight.
It was love at first sight because we both were wearing baby blue polyester.
That's it, the end. Bye. Thank you for watching. No. No, that's not how we met. Okay. Enough joking around. So we've known each other, well, we first met in March last year, I believe. We met off the Bumble app, which is an app. It's like a dating app, or you can meet friends on there. At the time, I actually was not looking for a relationship. I was looking for people to play tennis with or looking for friends. But I actually was not planning on staying in Omaha either. I was, at that time, thinking of moving to Arizona or just away from Omaha because things were not going well in my life.
And so she met this person on Bumble, and she really liked him, but was like moving out to Arizona. And so I was running a moving business at the time, and so I actually helped pack her up and move her. And the guy she was dating was like a real jerk, and so I was trying not to interfere in the relationship, but it all kind of boiled over. There was an argument over her stroke, and so she pulled out. Hannah's also a big. I mean, she owns a lot of guns, and so she pulled out a AR-15 on him, and then I was like, whoa, just trying to calm things down. And then that's kind of how we met. So I'm the calm one in the relationship, and just try to prevent Hannah from.
That's right. I'm the crazy one.
Trying to shoot people with the AR-15. Her nickname's the Enforcer.
I'm the enforcer.
Like if you make a traffic violation here in Nebraska, she's gonna.
I will track you down.
Yes, and potentially, like I don't know what to happen. So there's a lot of deep breathing that goes on. Like when you make pancakes and they're not fluffy enough, it's like and it's early in the morning. It's you got to really be careful.
That's right.
So that's how we met.
Cut. No, baby.
No. We met in I was hiking out in Arizona, and
this was not a good idea for video because he keeps telling stories.
It's not a story. Remember, we were hiking out in Arizona, and I was up there. I had all this water, and then you had hiked up to the top and forgot your water bottle, and then so we had to I gave you a little bit of extra water when you're hiking up there, and then we that's how we met.
That's not how we met. Oh my god. Somebody doesn't want to say how we actually met, so.
That's not true. We met playing tennis.
That was our first date, playing tennis, yes.
Hannah saw my stroke and was very concerned for me and thought I need to improve my stroke because I was really horrible. She had never seen anybody play tennis quite as badly as I had, and so she thought I was trying to get her attention because when I hit the tennis ball outside of the tennis court, and it I don't know if we should say this, but it actually, like, tennis balls usually don't break windows, but somehow I had managed to break a car window with the tennis ball, and Hannah thought I was doing it all to get her attention, and I was just like really, really bad at playing tennis, and so she decided to help me.
We met on the Bumble app.
Yes.
Which, that's how people meet usually these days because it's hard to meet people otherwise. Anyways, as I was saying before.
Yeah, her phone was broken, and so she kept swiping right on everybody.
Oh my god!
And somehow, like, I was like, this was the first non-robot to respond to me. So we met, and then we went on a date to play tennis.
Yes, our first date was to play tennis because I wasn't really feeling like the whole restaurant type dates, because if it was a bad date, I just wanted to get out of there quickly, and tennis was is a good out.
I suppose yet Hannah showed up in complete Eskimo outfit, so you cannot. Only
It
thing
was
you can
March
see.
and it was freezing here, so I had to wear a coat. I had to wear a hat. I had to wear gloves.
Yep, all I could really see were eyeballs, and so
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure if I was being catfished at that first time I met her, because there was you couldn't even tell what gender she was. She was so covered up. Like there was like height wise, it was like kind of the height wise, and she had a scarf on too.
Oh, I did.
And so it was and she was really good at tennis. Like her serves and stuff are super fast, and so I wasn't quite sure who I had met out on the tennis court, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I mean the tennis was good, so I was like, well, it was fun playing tennis. So we met again a couple other times playing tennis, and by the spring she finally took her clothes off, her Eskimo suit off, and I was like, I have actually been playing with an attractive woman this time. So it was, I don't know what kind of story, like so I didn't know exactly who she was the first time we met. It was just
I was all covered up.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I'm really bad at tennis, so she kept playing with me, so I was like, hey, this is fun. Let's meet and play tennis.
Well, our second or third day, you actually cooked for me. And I was like, whoa, this guy can cook. You made me like a steak dinner. And it was amazing.
Yeah, it was accident. I had steak in the fridge and I needed to cook it. So it worked out all right, though. So it was...
You guys, we apologize. We're just having fun with this, so...
It just worked out okay, because again, I wasn't quite sure, like, who my tennis partner was for a while.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, moving on the story, let's try to condense this down a little more. So I think it was, let's see, in May, right? That's when I moved. Mid-May. We were just friends. We had been friends since March, playing tennis and hanging out, watching movies, going out to eat, whatever. And then I decided to move to Arizona, ultimately, because I felt it was the best choice for me. So Chris actually offered to help me move down there with a U-Haul and my car, which not even my family was like available to help me. So that was huge that you helped me move down there. And then that week that he helped me move down there, our drive, like, we started dating. So it was like bad timing. But yeah, we've been dating ever since. We did the long distance thing I only lived out there for like 3 months, and then I moved back home to be with you because our relationship was going well, but there was also family stuff going on that I needed to come back home for. So that's basically it. We've been together since May of 2017, and we live together, and things are going well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully that answers the question. Right? All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back soon with more finds. I have a lot more vinyl to show. Peace out. Bye.